of Week 9.
There's
Under the
some
rest of Week 9.
night
Here, these are the
life
guys who
where
got
the
it
Cowboys
done in
already
fantasy
lost
this week. The top 3
weeks
scores of the week. I have one of these guys on my team, and he was on the bench. So the snap judgment there could be, Lindsay, this might not be your year in fantasy. And that snap judgment would be correct. But what about the snap judgments about the Jets? Because you didn't see any of them listed on that list, and you definitely didn't see Sam Darnold's name. You guys, he started this season so well, but the last 3 games, 9 turnovers and a passer rating of 51. Snap judgment, Sam Darnold is getting worse?
Yes, but it's not entirely his fault. Sam is a talented quarterback. When he came back from injury, he came back in, was reading the whole field, making all the throws,
in a healthy
making
Giants
decisions.
Squad send them home with an L as well. We are counting it down.
He just
Monday
doesn't have
Night
any help
Football
around him.
right here on NFL Total
He's got
Access.
injuries everywhere. And then, I don't know, Adam Gase, I'm just going to reference you to Jared Goff and Sean McVay.
We are now halfway through the regular season of the NFL's 100th year, and today we also celebrate the 150th year of college football. More on that coming up in just a bit on NFL Total Access, presented by Bridgestone. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. She's Lindsay Rhodes. I am Scott Hansen. A day after 3 of the top 5 in the NFL.com power rankings lost.
Okay, the Vikings, the Packers, and the Patriots, and we'll have lots more on those games in just a bit. First, though, a few things that you need to know right out of the gate. Starting with Jacoby Brissett's injury in Indy. It is a sprained MCL, as Frank Reich suspected yesterday. But according to Reich, his quarterback might not miss any time. He says he's optimistic that Brissett will play on Sunday against the Dolphins. No such optimism for Deshaun Jackson in Philly. According to Ian Rappaport, he ripped his abdominal muscle completely off the bone yesterday. It's worse now than it was when he originally went down with the injury in week 2. Ian Rappaport says that he will have surgery tomorrow. He's likely done for 2019. We're still waiting to find out Le'Veon Bell's status. The Jets running back undergoing an MRI today on his knee. Bell is not only the Jets' leading rusher and second leading receiver, he is the only player on the team with more than 40 yards on the ground.
Let's get into Sunday Night Football from last night. The undefeated Bill Belichick-led New England Patriots taking on one of the young stars in the league, Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens in Baltimore. And wow, the number 1 defense in the NFL got a test and then some from one of the best dual-threat weapons we have seen in recent years. Look at Lamar Jackson pulling the ball on the read option there, going in easy. Lamar, former Heisman Trophy winner, Louisville Cardinal, nodding a shout-out to college football there. So, you talk about took a 24-13 lead. Bill Belichick and the Patriots upset after their 9th game. That's compulsory these days in the NFL. They get all the way down to the goal line. Lamar Jackson, and help him out, fellas. Help him out. Yeah! The big offensive lineman pulled him into the end zone for the touchdown. One more look. Orlando Brown, the big offensive tackle there, hangs the first loss of the year on the New England Patriots. But there was respect after the game between the two QBs. The Pats are now on the bye. Mike Giardi is with the team with more on the Ravens win.
Can you have a statement victory the first weekend of November? The Baltimore Ravens certainly feel that way after their victory over the previously undefeated New England Patriots. Marlon Humphrey, their terrific corner, the lone dissenter, but he said, y'all can say what you want. We know what we are in this room. I think one of the most impressive parts of that victory was how the Ravens closed it out with 2 long drives, one over 8 minutes, one 9 minutes and 35 seconds, both resulting in touchdowns. The Patriots were still in the football game, and the Ravens said, we're going to run it down your throat. You know we're going to do it, and you still can't stop it. Pretty emasculating for a defense that prior to had been number 1 across the board.
Yeah, they were number 1 across the board. They're still, statistically an excellent defense, but they haven't seen anything like they faced with the Baltimore Ravens yesterday. Gave up 37 points to the New England defense and 4 offensive touchdowns. Week 1 through 8, they gave up 4 offensive touchdowns. So stepping up in the level of competition right there, and a lot to talk about as the Ravens are now the #1 scoring offense in the league. To chop it up here on a Monday after week number 8, we've got the former #1 overall pick, David Carr, Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson, and 3-time Super Bowl champion, New England Patriots' own Willie McGinnis. Willie, we'll get to you on
I like the way you emphasize that. I like the way you emphasize that.
Because I know you have a serious take on it. But look, to the victor go the spoils. Let's start with the Baltimore side of things. This run game, LT, is as dynamic as something we have seen in a while in the league.
That's absolutely right, Scott, and it's because we haven't seen this type of scheme with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, who is so special, but a guy like Mark Ingram helps it go. And I want to show you on film why he helps it go. When you look at this play here, watch Mark Ingram, how violently he hits this hole going downhill. So if you're a defense right now, you have to respect it. They bring a tight end across the formation, and so they kind of mix up the blocking scheme and catches New England off guard. And Mark Ingram, like I said, hits that thing downhill. Now look at this play. Same look, same formation, same type of scheme. Tight end comes across the formation, but watch for Lamar. No, I'm not going to give it to him this time. Tight end keeps going almost like a puller and leads Lamar Jackson around the corner. So as a defense, you have to be disciplined, Will, and it's very difficult when you've only seen this one time. The more you see it, the better you are.
How about Lamar the runner is doing Michael Vick type stuff? Yeah. Lamar the passer, DC, yes. What are we seeing in him? Because if he puts both aspects of the game together, it's over.
You can say what you want about his accuracy, and sometimes it's hit and miss, right? But I think the biggest thing that I take away when I watch film on him is his processing speed. He's quick in making decisions in the run game, like you pointed out, LT. When you look at the film, he really understands where to go. Now, this one's not that hard, but you have 6 guys up at the line of scrimmage. They're playing a man-to-man coverage. Because of the threat to run the football with him, you have to add that extra person. But you got Mark Andrews, man-to-man coverage, inside leverage. He's given his guys chances, and Andrews has been making plays like this all year. Now, this is really nice. He looks to the left because he knows you have a middle robber that's responsible for him in run coverage, but he holds him to throw that underneath route to Hollywood Brown. I mean, that's advanced stuff. You don't just roll out of bed and decide to do that. That's typical to do, is just to trust your guy's going to be open. Here he gets through all the way. He reads the flat route. It's not there. He flashes his eyes back. He understands spatial awareness, sees that his other 2 guys are going to be covered front side all the way back to Boyle for a touchdown. That's his 4th read in the progression. So maybe he's not making all the throws consistently, but he knows where to go, and he processes information really quick, and that's a good sign if you're Greg Roman in that offense.
In terms of passer rating, which does not factor in running ability at all, passer rating, he's 13th in the league. So solid.
He's doing a good job.
Room to improve.
First year starting.
And great point right there, LT. All right, should we talk about the New England Patriots now? Should we talk about
it's a bad thing.
So, Willie, the Twitter tough guys were all out last night saying, oh, it's not the Jets or the Dolphins you're playing anymore, New England Patriots. No. You face a real offense, and this is what happened. What's the truth about the Patriots' defense right now?
Well, what you saw, you got to give credit to the Baltimore Ravens in the design, and the difficult part about this offense in the running game is the T formation, but it's from the pistol. It's not the traditional under center. So when you look at it and you watch what they're doing, you got Collins on the outside. Collins is going to be in a dilemma. He's coming off the edge. He's coming down. He's got 2 guys to get. You don't get to run it, then guess who's going to keep the ball? It's going to be the quarterback. Lamar did a great job at reading the defenders. Here's Roberts right here. He's still back. They're coming up, and they're attacking the running game because the runners were making big plays. Lamar is reading that. He's seeing that. He's pulling the ball extremely late, and he's keeping it making big chunks of yards. Again, they did a good job on the edge, where the Patriots were real good at before, setting the edge. And Simon actually does a decent job. Lamar is extremely fast. He's explosive. But the formations, the designs, and all the different things. Here he is again on the side. Same thing. Okay, the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run off the quarterback. He's not going to stay outside. He's going to go up the gut now. Okay. So it's just a great job of them having awareness of where the defenders were, where they were trying to attack, and giving them different looks off of the same formations and play design. You got to give them credit what they're doing.
What's the NFL for him to see that cut back? Some running backs don't even see that.
The defender's right there in the right spot, waiting for the tackle.
It comes down to being disciplined. So when you got the guy on the outside playing everything extremely correct, everybody else got to be doing their job and doing everything correct, playing disciplined ball. And you got to be patient because you don't know where he's going to pop.
Exactly.
Patriots won't see the Ravens again in the regular season, but as we stand right now, the Patriots are the 1 seed in the AFC. The Ravens would be the 2 seed in the AFC. They could see each other again when the weather turns cold come January. Sign us up for that, Lindsay.
I like that.
First place in the NFC East on the line tonight in the last game of the week. Cowboys currently in first, but in need of a win to stay there. They're taking on the 2-6 Giants at MetLife, where Kurt Warner joins us now. He's calling the game.